Test, test. Hello. Let's get ready for this final BAXTERRATIC red stream. We can probably just jump right into it. And I'll talk about more chill stuff after. But we've got a heavy ritual magic shit to do. Sorry. Taking sippies. Staying hydrated. 1 second. Alright. So, intro time. My name is Jazz Baxter, and someday I hope to be an apocalypse VTuber. As for now, I'm a cyberrat artist and cyberpunk/vaporwave enthusiast. I'm also the solo player of the multi-genre gaming adventure BAXTERRATIC. Somewhere in the endless chaos of the fictional reality is my chosen home, New Super York City. It's where I found myself and my best friends, but it's also where I've learned the truth about the ruling class. Recently, I've sworn an iron vow to jumpstart the decline of the oppressive capitalist system and find community in a new class-free sanctuary. So, previously, this will just go over the whole series so far. So at the beginning, I grabbed the first few mutations, the first couple of mutations. A bit of a struggle between me trying to have stuff ready on schedule but also the in mission complications of monsters and strange technologies, strange affected technologies, and figuring out basically what the deal with the mutants is. But the next two streams was Bubble and Air. Bubble Mutant gave me her mutation willingly, and then Air Mutant, I had to not only get the Air mutation but also Artifact 2, and that one sent me airborne into the upper atmosphere. That was a very risky one, but I decided to make it riskier on myself and my my accompanying NPC that was with me, Timmy Chiptune, who was already hurt. Next, after that, we got into the factory, the quote-unquote explosives factory that was being run mainly by Crash Mutant. Fought Crash Mutant, while trying our best to avoid all the weird shit that was in the, again in quotes, factory. And then the events of the Air Mutant mission released a monster that turned out to be not an evil monster, which is good, but that was Barbell, and Barbell helped me fight the next mutant, which was the Heat Mutant. I learned a bit better about fighting as a team during that mission, using the bonuses of the people around me. But also, Trap and Lo-Fi were reconsidering Operation Blue. We were at this point, I was contemplating basically how this mission would end, how the final last two streams would go, what we would want to do, what the plan was. At this point, we were thinking about changing the plan. But while that was happening, I didn't finish Crash off completely during our fight. I just fought him enough to where I got close enough to take his mutation from him. So apparently he didn't take that well. He not only tried to learn my moves and learn my battle strategy, but he also brought some heavy hitters of previous enemies from all those adventures that I talk about in the past tense. All those previous adventures that I like to bring up all the time. You know, I once did this, or this has a connection to this thing I once did a long time ago. The enemies from that I have defeated, there's only one person that's able to like all the way zero me out. But this ain't about her. Crash brought back basically all of a bunch of old foes, very strong ones, but he brought them all together for some sort of revenge plan that I was able to stop early. I assumed that Crash was trying to play the long game, and the reason why we didn't see the Anchorman, which was a what we first thought was a minor defeated enemy. It's probably something a lot stronger now. But with that, I pretty much stopped the operation early. And then I recruited Crash along with Heat Mutant, Flash Mutant, who I befriended after defeating Heat Mutant, Metal Mutant, who's the first mutant I've come across. I basically asked all four of them to take the place. The fight would have been with me trapping Lo-Fi, but since they were thinking of ducking out, and then they did duck out. Not because they like super didn't want to do it, but because there were just other priorities that came up along the summer. But I made the most of it. I feel like I honestly made the best of it, and being able to recruit the four of them actually helped with the overall mission better than what we initially thought. Me trapping especially Lo-Fi, don't like the idea of completely zeroing out a person, but the way I wanted to twist it was that with this narrative system you can challenge someone to a duel and lay out the stakes, and so I laid out the stakes that if the mutants were able to defeat Big Mac, they would be able to inherit all this stuff, since technically Big Mac is their higher up, but even then Big Mac is still a middle manager, superior. Which totally worked. It didn't work before with all 8 of them, but somehow, maybe since we caught them off guard, it worked this time. The duel is complete. Big Mac was down for the count. I get his body to use for the ritual that will create a kaiju, a brand new type of kaiju. And they get a bunch of his, rich corporate executive shit. And they basically get to share his job. They're sort of co-managers right now. And they'll hash all that stuff out between themselves, that's with them. But after finishing off Big Mac, this big final boss, something unexpected happened. his spirit will not, at this point it's not completely unexpected. His celestial being spirit showed up in our base's running water after we brought Big Mac back to the junction, which is the main hideout. So we need to figure out how to send Big Mac's spirit to rest. I don't know if it sends him to the afterlife. I don't know. I don't know if it just dissipates. I don't know what happens. But the duel is a duel. It is legally binding. So what happened in the duel stayed in the duel. This is probably like a last-ditch attempt for him to come back. Or for him to stay alive. But, I have a celestial custom. I found a celestial custom ritual that should be able to put his spirit to rest. He just needs to be buried with something of great personal value. And then after that, his spirit will be put to rest. And then I can get on with this mission. I can finish it. But first, we need to go to St. Germain's University. I don't know if there's a real university named St. Germain's, but this is a St. Germain University that's it's like in the fictional reality. So don't read into that in the wrong direction. It probably is. Choked on my drink. There probably is a real St. Germain's University. I've never Googled it. I'll add the vampire's full name. If that is a real thing. I'll add Jaquez to it. If not. Note for that timestamp. 15 minutes. But yeah. For this mission, here are the stakes. St. Germain's University is an institution with multiple locations in the Flushing Queens area. It has a main focus on history and the arts, a pursuit that is well funded by the Vampire World Crime Syndicate. The 3-year-old syndicate is friendly with the megacorp Onecom, but during Big Mac's glory days in the Nine Hells, a precious heirloom was stolen from him. It ended up in St. Germain's University Library, near the Queen's Museum and New York State Pavilion. Dola, a psychic vampire and chosen overseer of the Syndicate's New York operations, is also Darksynth's secret handler. If we are caught or captured, it would most likely be by their hands. So, we need to get to this library, find this precious heirloom that was taken from Big Mac. There are, of course, vampires in the Nine Hells, and you know what? To connect it, it was probably stolen by Dola herself. Let me show you what Dola looks like. As soon as I can find this freaking. This is all bosses. So, I can show you what Dola looks like. This is her. That's Germain. He's prowling around. Either he's in some sort of like zombified fugue state, or he is planning something, but I haven't seen him yet. Definitely not because I forgot to include him in my tired, drunken fugue state from Stream 10, but because he's out there and he's planning something, or he's just wandering around a hellish revivified corpse. But this is Dola. Dola's also kind of hellish. But more than anything, what's important is that she's a psychic vampire and we don't want to be anywhere near her. So, we know the story, we know the stakes. Let me clear off what we have on the board so far. Let me close all this shit. Are all the new little messages visible? It's hard to tell from OBS right now. It's fine. I'm gonna assume it's not a big deal. But levels back. We do not know where in the library the heirloom is, so it's gonna take a while. We have to do some searching. But I'm going to wager that the rituals won't take too long. I guess since it's a burial service. Weird. I need to refresh this. Okay. Okay. Marker board isn't showing up. I put it in. I did. Crap. I should not have drawn on this. Yeah, I drew right on the image. Which for non-digital artists makes it impossible to erase off of. I have a separate layer for putting markings on things. Okay. That is fine though. We do not need to go in that direction where the blue line is, connecting the junction to where Monster Grove Arcade is. We need to go in this direction and then back. What we will be doing into this area. So this is a known area. I set a course out for here yesterday. I will definitely not be taking the train. Because it loops through Manhattan, so it takes forever. But I have those parkour skills. This will be a set of course. this. Yeah. Investigate. Steal. Heirloom. Travel. Rituals. Easy peasy. Alright. I will send out for help. If I need it. Speaking of which, I will be bringing, of course, obviously, perfect. This was not planned at all. I rolled for that. Vamp Blaster. I'll bring the Paper Star. A gift from the Cottage Core. A gift from the Cottage Core. And then Paper Star. And I will bring. I still have the sword board. What else? These vampires could loot me for all I have, so I don't want to. Probably shouldn't take anything else. Yeah. The thing about this sword board is that I don't know, like. And this is something to learn from, I guess, but I don't know what. I don't know how to put notes in for it just yet. It doesn't require an asset card, which is for the Iron Sworn narrative system, but it doesn't require all of that, I don't think, but it needs something. It's an item. It's a flying sword that's also a hoverboard, so it's going to need some type of bonus. Maybe I should roll for it. Alright, first roll. I rolled for the quests already beforehand and I got like a weak head, so say a D6. There are 5 editions. Well, what was this is who I stole it from, right here, Rizbinders. During that fight with all 4 of them. I also have a rat car, but I don't want to use that. I used that already. Spending it, using it too many times feels like it's gonna get taken from me. I'm not super in love with it. But I did make it Jazz Baxter thing, and I think it's kind of cute. So, yeah, I don't know. Let's see, there are 5 bonuses. Yeah, a D6, because the 6th one would be I just get a bonus momentum. Or a D1 would mean that. Yeah. So 2 through 5 is edge through iron. I was about to, hold on, I was about to look for, where's that? Where is his, where's his printed character sheet? Found it. Okay. This vendor's highest stat is, of course, edge. He needs the speed. So, this thing gives a +2 to edge. I'll have this be a gather information plus a basic win. Won't use Girl Riot just yet. Oh, I can show you what Girl Riot looks like. Last stream, even though I've used her for almost every role this entire stream. There she is. That's them. Alright. I won't use her this time though. Plus wit. Let's do this. 4 and 6. Okay. That's a weak hit. There are more questions. I'm going to say that's not the full potential of this thing. Like I said, it's not just the hoverboard, but it functions as the sword also. So it has combat capabilities. We're in a rush. I want to set a course straight to that was a total accident. What was that for? Oh shit, that was Iron Sworn. Hold on. Alright, let's do this. So, we want to set a course. Roll plus supply, which is full. So I will add a +5 to this, and I'll just leave it at that. Also, I don't have my mutations anymore. They are being stored in the area where the ritual will be done. The second one to create the kaiju, that will be just like the epic finale fantasy version of using a crafting table and putting a bunch of ingredients together. And then the final result of those ingredients would be a new baby kaiju, which I promise you I will draw very soon, because I know what the result will be. It will be a full evolution thing, and it will look so cool. I promise you. I will post that. I will actually post that on social media. I swear to God. This is +5. But yeah, I'll show it. I'll show what. I think I'm gonna name a kaiju Dulcie. It'll be a this little monster lady. That is as high as it could possibly be. That's a strong hit. I take +1 momentum. Okay. We get to the library. I'm just going to do another investigate check. And I will have Girl Riot do some hacking. If I need to sit at any computers, or connect through any like network services, I can do that. But I'll be using Girl Riot on this. That's probably going to be another +5. Plus wit, so +7. 1, 2. Yeah. I mean, it's gonna do a strong hit either way. So we traveled once. That was what? Strong hit. So we get there without any problems. I'm gonna say I probably don't even use the sword board for that one. Since starting out, there's more I don't know about it. I don't like big question marks, so I'm gonna refrain from using it too much. If the blaster doesn't work, in the case that I have to use the blaster on like an actual vampire, I may try to use a sword board, but it's probably not gonna help too much. But I always have my arm cannon with me, the arrow drive. Let's go right down here. Search library. Wait. There's a B. Rarity. I steal every time. One time it wasn't stealing, I killed a guy. God. So next objective is steal this I guess it would be an heirloom. This will be just a matter of looting the body, looting a grave that I just dug, as soon as the spirit is put to rest. So I guess the mutants would get the heirloom. I will see if they'll be able to help me on this. If anything, it'll be a small gathering of people, Smiling Friends Season 1 style. That was a strong hit. And I'm going to do something different with these objectives this time. Something that I hope will crunch the time down. I want to secure advantage on this next investigate. And I'll make that. I want to dig through the trash. So I'll sniff out trash, berserker, embodying well of nature, to compel. Not to compel, secure advantage, that's +1. Plus wit. I'm going to, at this point, I'm going to be thorough. I'm going to lock in. I am going to laser focus mainly on the objective. But I'm going to endure into the library. How much security is there going to be? I mean, this is a university library, so as of this year, there's probably going to be a lot of security. But we will see about that, depending on this rule and the rule this bonus is supposed to go to. What is that? +1. C +4. Can I add the scavenger? No. I can't add it just yet. But this will make it a +4 if I got it. Yeah, okay. I'm good with this. 4's decent. Fuck. So it's gonna be a weak hit no matter what I get. Which I got the highest number. That's still a 10 against a 10 and 2, that makes it a weak hit. The D6 total has to beat both. I still get a +1 though. So that's another +4 to gather information once more about this situation. 3. Alright. Time to illustrate the full thing. There is a lot of cyber technology, a lot of advanced tech, very advanced for what would be your normal, typical school or university library. If a college library has advanced tech at all. Yeah, very advanced, but it gets more and more techy the closer I get. Add this. So we start at the entrance to this place. Oh geez, I never thought about that. You know what? Let's say there's an upstairs and a downstairs. That's probably what this is. We enter from above. And then Girl Right can first help me, since that first there's a downstairs portion. And second, I'm going to use it here. No matter what, even if like people are looking at me or noticing me or are guessing that that's my route. That's probably the whole thing. I'm not doing this stealthy. I'm doing this engaged. Engaged in action. Why is it over the... Yeah, okay. So, and I will put a filter on this so it doesn't have. Does that work? No. It doesn't help because that wasn't. Okay, better. And then okay, yeah, that helps. So, we have a path. Don't care what anyone is guessing about me. I'm not being stealthy about this. I just want to find the place. And then I'll stealth my way out of here. I'm gonna say people chase after me because I was a suspicious character. And then right after, a precious heirloom that was kept in this like library that's gone missing. People search for me after that. I have safe places such as the haunted house, which is the last place I need to go to, and the junction. I have safe places like that to get to. It might be dangerous getting back from this. I won't be completely safe until I'm back at the haunted house to do the rituals. So, this will be one last investigate. Going off everything I know. I'm assuming that wherever this heirloom is, it's well protected. This will be a Girl Riot hack one. Make this a +7. Since there's so much cyber tech around here, and cyber security, possibly. One more little hacking thing. 7 and 3. Okay. No matter what, it's a strong hit. That's a 9 against a 7 and a 3. That means strong hit. And we're going off this basis, assuming that there's nothing in, that was transferred from Big Mac to the mutants that were in the duel. The 4 friendly mutants. So with the 4 friendly mutants, nothing was given to them officially yet that would warrant it being a precious personal item that could be buried with Big Mac. That would put his spirit to rest. I'm gonna have to go full email with this, aren't I? A passive aggressive funeral for a person I hated. Oh my god. Alright. We know where it is. Let's see. 1, 2, 3. Four is I gotta go under the floorboards, which would be awesome because I love damaging private property. We're rolling a d4 with this. Is it? Okay. 3. 3 was that other. Okay. Got So there is a personal so this probably does mean that this is Big Mac's personal stuff put in Dola's personal stash. Kind of fun that they have a rivalry. Probably have a rivalry with each other, that they know each other, that they have history. That's interesting for Dola. I will say, yeah, there's a bunch of weird shit in here. It's something between a shrine, I guess to herself, and just like a weird personal closet of stuff. Maybe something similar to a meditation room. Just like it has a weird worship vibe to it. Fitting that a hellish item is in here. I mean, the university's name is Saint Germain, or Jacques Saint Germain University. So I guess it's kind of fitting. But they have this crazy, weird, dark secret in here. We can. I want to study the heirloom first. I need to figure out what it is. That will be the first out of 3 rolls to get progress. I want to secure advantage on this. Oh, it's Alpha Tango. Tango right. Oh yeah, this is what Barbara looks like. This face is from, I'm gonna say it's stolen from Vermis, the game Vermis. Well, the fake game Vermis by Plastaboo that was featured in Super Eye Patch Wolf's most recent video, or one of the more recent videos from this year. I was like, a fucked up hollow that's terrorizing the streets in West Village, or East Village. No, it's West Village. Terrorizing the streets of West Village. I was like, this has the mask has to be something Plastaboo inspired, because Plastaboo's artworks are so good. I love them so much, and this is based on that. And then the yellow devil. At this point, it's a green devil. Because sludge. There's Bash. This is Dola. Yeah. Very devilish psychic vampire. What can I add to this? I got demon blood in me. My power source is magical, but it is demon magic. I basically am powered by demonic energy, on top of being a cyber rat. A hell-powered cyber rat. So I will use secure advantage on this. Plus Berserker asset, which gives me bonus to that. Don't have kinetic anymore. No mutations to help me out. Alright, that's a +1. That makes +3. I want Germain to scan for any latent security systems. While I am sniffing out and testing the demonic energy of what this is. It's a 7, 8, 3. This could be bad. Okay, well, that is a 13 against an 8 and a 3. We know what this is. I'll take a card for this. I do all kinds of special little cards. Tarot. Little like tables for little made up card games. Special cards for rolling for, let's see. Yeah, Spider-Man. I'll do the Spider-Man Overwatch card table. And then this plus tarot. Plus little new card games that are made up recently that I've seen on Itch or on Kickstarter. Alright. This one is a 7 diamonds. Okay. This is something similar. There's so much demonic, like, there's so much demonic. What I got was, on this more Spider-Man side of the table. But there are a lot of parallels to, what I got and, in Wristbenders, because Wristbenders, when fully like animated and fully moving, moves a lot like moves and acts and has attacks a lot similar to Green Goblin. So on the Spider-Man table, I got the card Green Goblin. Green Goblin is very similar to Wristbenders, and so since Wristbenders, Big Mac and Dola all have sort of hellish sensibilities, as well as I do. This is going to be some type of mask. Something besides the sunglasses that Big Mac used to wear. And I'll put those directly on his face when I bury him, and make it a full official funeral for him, for his spirit to be put to rest. So this is a mask of some kind, one that Big Mac used to have. Very, very interesting. Like I said, Barbo has that special Plastaboo inspired mask, so that's really cool. Time to roll the steal it. I also don't have artifacts with me. I'll do this plus iron. You know what? Fuck being sneaky. That's a plus. Yeah, that was 2 secure advantage. So plus 1, plus 3, plus 4. Yeah, I just want to smash and grab, or grab and smash, whatever comes first. But I'll know when to grab and know when to smash in this situation. I'm definitely sure of it. Definitely. Okay. It's a 5 there. Yeah, that's a weak hit. Shit. We need to... thinking I'll use this for the next arc. Or whatever the next... I'm being distracted though. I'll use these eventually, hopefully. I might use them this stream though. Actually, let's see what this says. I might use it now. I succeed, but not with a cost. Flashback. Background nature. Aspect of another character. Influential character is introduced or given new detail. It would fit with Darksynth. I might fight Darksynth this stream. Or this session. Unrelated situation, some factors, important character, pretty dangerous substances. Okay. Education is made safe for weird conflict. I will say this deserves another table. I'm going to use the twist table here. I think it juxtaposes nicely. Yes, story complication. This juxtaposes nicely with the fantasy vampire aspect of what we're going on here. Makes it a real good twist. This is from a sci-fi themed book. Oh, and it's a 7. Interesting. The first and last two 10, I think, make for crucial equipment or devices sabotaged. Oh, fuck. So there is magic that erupts from this room as soon as I take it. As well as an alarm. I'm going to say it is one of 4 things. It is either the Vamp Blaster, the Paper Star, because I still don't know what the Paper Star does. This is my one and only Paper Star that was gifted to me from the Cottage Core. The Sword Board gets affected, or it's Girl Riot. And it was a cybersecurity hit. Okay. One would mean that Girl Riot takes damage. Yeah. Device is sabotaged. Oh my god, if it's 4, if I get a 4, if it's Girl Riot, then it is definite that Darksynth is here. I will just say. Just from the dots putting together in my head. It's a 2. That means it is the Paper Star. This is it is likely that obviously the Paper Star is some type of celestial magic. Especially going off of who gifted it to me, which is specifically of the Cottage Core. It was Fiend. Fiend gifting me a celestial type of item or power up. I'm not sure what it is, but it got corrupted in this room. Since this shrine or this everything in this room is probably fiendish in nature, I wouldn't be surprised if this I mean, the paper star is helping me right now, even though I haven't used it. It probably has some sort of defense against magic that is like godly or celestial in nature. So this paper star is godly or celestial in nature, and we know a little bit about that. We have a little bit of clue about that. This complication helps a little bit. But this paper star is sabotaged. Maybe I can figure out from there. Let me add. That was a weak hit, so it hits. But we get complications for later. I'm going to guess that an alarm, probably a silent alarm, was triggered. Since this place needs to be kept secret. There could be guards coming for me right now. Maybe not Darksynth themselves, but let us see. Not dead yet. Let's see. Using Girl Riot and the Infiltrator assets. I want to exit a secured area. I want to be breaking out of a secure site, so I guess Infiltrator plus Girl Riot wouldn't work here. Unless... I spent a little bit more time blending in. And I would need to make a mini progress bar for that. There are specific roles I can do for that. You know, just to bring this home, I will do that. I will try to completely blend in and infiltrate, more Hitman style. I'm gonna try to blend into the crowd, quote unquote, even though this is a library, a college library. Let me try that. I need to infiltrate, I'll say the faculty. I want to give myself a new persona, possibly, and I can add +1 to that. But I will have Girl Riot's help. That's Shadows, that's +1, that's +4, +5. So just out of 3, one little mini progress bar. And that will be after completely stolen the heirloom. I need to get out of this room first. I'll be adding plus iron to that. If I have to break shit down, then I'll just have to do that. I'll let the secure advantage first, though. It's 3, it's 1, 5. It's 1 and 8. This is secure advantage. This bonus. 5. It's a 9. Okay. I get +2 momentum. Now that I don't have mutations anymore, the only thing this is good for is spending it. To take it from probably the top one down to 2. Not much takes momentum or spends it. So all I can do is burn it all at once. I should... Yeah. So yeah, that's where it is. So that's +1, +3, +4. This is just a solid breakout move. Can I add Girl Right to this? I am cutting through an obstacle, which is one of Girl Right's specialties. I'm gonna say it's +8 for this one more steel, part of the steel objective. Let's see. I could get weak hit. That is a weak hit. It's a 10 against a 10 and 4. So since I'm using blunt force, that weak hit is going to cost me one bit of health. So what happens is there's a silent alarm triggered, but it feels like from pushing through the door, since it automatically locks behind me when the alarm was triggered, there is a sort of hard padlock that goes through that I hurt myself pushing through. I am going to pretend that I'm an engineer testing the security system just long enough for me to escape. Alright. That will be the infiltrate part. But I know that security is coming, or security is looking, probably. This is gonna be extra fucking Guardians of the Galaxy 3. Okay. Need to do a compel. That's plus shadows, so that's +1. So it's +5. This is still hacking. compel move. Do I secure advantage for this? I should. That's a smart thing. Secure advantage, wild nature, so +1. So we shadow, so +2. That's 2 girl right +4. Girl right hacking, so +5. I want girl right to hack the system to create a fake security test scheduled in the library system's calendar. Yeah. Secure advantage. Okay. Every time. Weak hit. Fuck. Alright, it does get in time, but this bonus was to compel. Don't get any momentum from this. 1 to compel to lie, so that's a +2. This is another hack roll. Let's see. Wait, hold on. Okay. We need to... I'm gonna keep Infiltrator, so it's +3. I just have to roll like this. This could be a mess. 3. That's still a weak hit. So I am approached by security, possibly vampiric in nature. The vampire blaster sticks out a little, or at least the components that would make one. When put together, they grow into sort of like a kind of bazooka type thing. But in separate parts, they're easy to disguise as something else. So security, when they show up, say probably show up around here. Wait, oh my god. Let me just refresh. Okay, it seems to be working now. They show up around here. security. They need to walk me back. Or sit me down somewhere. So we walked back. To whatever area they need to take me to. That will be depending on this next roll. To secure advantage, we'll use Go Right to help. This is wit. Plus some hacking, so it's +7. That'll make this probably another +3. That's a strong hit. So I get momentum. Also say plus these 3. So in order to travel, if I fail on this, I'm just gonna have to fight. I'm just gonna have to fight whatever shows up. One miss could spell disaster. Plus secure advantage, +1. Plus shadow, +2. Compel, so wild nature, that's +3. I am hacking. Still. +4. Oh god. Okay. Let's do it. That's an 8. Okay. Weak hit. Is a weak hit. We can make another bit of progress. And we can also say I think we overhear from the security guards that are escorting us and checking everything out. I'm gonna say they move. I'm gonna say that they move us to like maybe over here. They do a security check on me. And there's also guards on the radio talking about how a mech suit girl is coming. To send back up. based on the description that they probably gave about me. Or that they communicated with them to come for backup. Let's see. Maybe I could sojourn to help myself blend in. Recover move. Yeah, I should join. This will be a secure advantage. Let's put split. Sit though. Let's see. Okay. Yeah. I get +2 momentum to this, and I get a +1 bonus. That is plus heart, +2. I think secure advantage was the best I could do. Let's roll plus heart, so I do want to infiltrate. This is infiltrating before I escape. I want to remove suspicion off of me. That'll be a +1. This is going off of pure luck, basically, because a 3 is not enough to be confident. I just have to... With this D6, I just have to not get a 1. That's all I have to do is not get a 1. Okay. That is a 6 against a double 4. I'm going to say that everyone there is pretty chill with me. might actually give me some special advice. So I am able to sojourn in this academic community. Anything I lost previously, I didn't lose nothing. I didn't lose anything. Or I did lose some health. So I will keep that where it is. I thought I erased that. I don't know what happened. That's fine. I will take a quick break. Probably no more than 5 minutes. But I've successfully infiltrated. All I need to do is travel back without any problems, and I can get the ritual started. So I'd say we're halfway in. And we will move on to everything after this. All successes so far, we're looking good. After a quick break, we will be right back, and we'll be heading towards the end of the whole series so far. we are back. Let's see what we've got here. They were on the same layer. Alright. Next, we need to let's see. We need to do another travel, right? Yeah, the heirloom is successfully stolen, and we're about to get off scot-free. I'm gonna say, as I make this roll, we are walking out the doors. And into like the outside area. Maybe a parking lot's nearby. Maybe it's just like a little circle, a cul-de-sac and straight roads. But we are walking out of the entrance right now. We're walking through the final doors. Pretty much successfully stolen heirloom. In my notes it says recover. But we're stealing it from basically a museum exhibit or ritual site, and giving it back to its original owner, even though we do not like this original owner. Yeah, recover a corporate tech schematic. That's the second one. So gotta travel first. Travel. Oh. Should probably move this off. Should probably move the Google screen off. Travel. Rituals. Okay. Try swordboard on this. So the guards thought I was basically college staff or faculty. So I'm in the clear with them. It was supposed to be just a routine security check. So the guards do not suspect me at this point. I want to make my first travel. This will be a travel explore waypoint, and then another travel, and that'll be all three I need for the travel part. Actually, if it's a miss, I'm probably stopped by synth. So we'll have ritual up here first. If I get a miss on this, then I'm stopped by probably Darksynth, maybe some other people. If it's a miss with a hit, yeah, then yeah, something really interesting happens. This will be Ritual 2. Ritual 1. This will be one roll for, okay. So zig up and zig back, right? We are making it, trying to make it straight for I'll just have to spend something. I will get a +2 from using the sword board, I think. So it's +4. Just to explore waypoint. One and 6. Okay. Okay. That is a strong hit. That means we make it all the way through with no problems. The sword board seems to be working fine. No twists yet. This is the board for figuring out how the rituals will go. Since this needs to be a place where I have to do a burial, what place then my neighbor's lawn, which is ironically Muggy's lawn. This is basically his old house that he still owns, but I went to mess it up a little and use it for my own gain. There. So the burial ritual will happen right here. For this initial part, while I start digging The burial site is basically almost ready. It is just that this large mega boss or final boss body is very large, so I have to dig a deep hole to fit them in for burial. So the burial ritual is ready. I'm going to give this plus wit. Can I add my scavenger ability to this? Specifically for gather information or resupply. Have this mask with me. I would like to gather information mid-round. But yeah, I want to do this. I want to prepare this setting. I want to prepare the area, this first roll out of 3. I want to prepare the area, do just sort of like yard work, grave preparatory work, just sort of like hard digging and moving stuff around labor. And I want to see if the mutants will help me out with this, because that would mean they're helping to bury their recently deceased via duel ex-boss. I'll add a +4 to this, and this will be the only time I do this, to just like communicate with all of them and see if those 4 connections will come. It's +4, +3, so it's +7. Yeah, +7. Fuck. Okay. So I'm going to say on top of, I'll wait for that siren. Okay. I'm going to say that Flash has a connection with Helen, who we also met at the Flash mutation mission. We met them at the same time. We brought Helen from, what was it, 1946 to now times, which was very cool. Sort of bringing out someone from the past to live in modern times, and they're a scientist, so they totally love it. Interesting little side plot. So she shows up along with Flash. They all come, but she shows up also. Let's see, Heat, Metal. With Heat, that's Barbo, and that is Barbo and Bash. So Barbo and Bash we both met during the Heat mutant mission. I'm going to say if I roll a full 4 on this D4, that Heat, Barbo, Bash, and maybe a couple of just common folk, refugee workers show up as well. That is a full 4. Okay. So that is how many people? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. That's 4 mutants. It's 4 mutants plus 3 additional connections. That's 9 people. So it's 6, 7, 8, 9. So they all help with this funeral service ritual. And it starts to look like a full actual thing. It starts to look like, oh my god, it starts to look like Sonic Special Stage phasing through the entire map. Let me do something really quick to brighten this up. Yes, okay. So, blue dots equal a full funeral service, the amount of people, and then this little dot or this little body represents the full body that of what this person looks like, what Big Mac looks like. Very much multiple times the size of probably every person here. So mutants show up, other NPCs that we met show up, and a couple of the refugees that we've helped with this service. And it's kind of like a full social event, a little bit, which is very interesting. It seems like the death of this body is bringing people together even before its rebirth, because the rebirth to create a new monster character out of this old character's body was the entire point of this, and bringing people together with this new kaiju was kind of the point of this. So it's interesting that before its reincarnation, it's already bringing people together. That's kind of a cool little note here. This next roll should be, I'm gonna say it's investigate. Yeah, I did say this would be investigate for second ritual. So first, let me put progress on here. Secure advantage. This is wild nature, so +1 before I do an investigate roll. 7. Right. I'm not using go right with this because this is magic and people. It is a +4. This is, I'm going to say heart, secure advantage. That's plus wealth nature, so that's +2, +4 because of all of the mutation connections here. Yeah. I don't know why this keeps happening. Sorry, not the ambulance. That wasn't me complaining about the aim moves. I keep messing up the layers with the. I try to have this stuff out for this last stream, because I really support those messages. It keeps going under the. I have it saved in the art file, so that it shows up on stream, but I keep messing up the file order from top to bottom. Okay. Do I have everything I can for this next thing? Is it just gonna be a +4? It is hard. Maybe it should be +weight. +5. Yeah, while I'm talking to people, I want to ask around, or ask any questions about Onecom, or stuff they know about it. In a lot of superhero stuff in the third act, a bunch of characters come together and it's like a whole crossover thing. The third act crossover is very notorious, but to have it be something like this where the crossover is all the connections I've made to gather for a funeral instead of a fight, for the one person I completely intended to zero out, it is a weirdly thematic thing for this entire arc. For the crossover to be a funeral instead of a fight. For the worst guy that I had to fight, that I intended to kill. It's so crazy. Yeah, I'm just gonna have to ask around with this, and I'll take my chances. That's fine. Okay. It's a strong hit either way. I get a +2 to momentum. I'll do this first. Progress first, important. And I'll make a progress roll at the end of both rituals to see what happens. +2. Bonus. Oh wait, no. Yeah, that wasn't to, that was just secure advantage for this next roll. So I don't get progress just yet. But I'm confident. Wouldn't have mattered, but I could have. I want to gather information though. So I will use the, yeah, I'll use Scavenger. I will scavenge the wreck. This is like actual scavenger stuff. This is like actual vulture stuff. I want to examine the body. And I want to use scavenger asset for this. And I'm just going to say yes, because it's a +1. +3. And it's a +4. And I will use the people I fought Big Mac with to help me scavenge through the body, and I'll direct for anything. Like, if the heart is still beating, or if anything's still moving, if anything's not dead yet, or anything, or any parts of magical significance that seem to be activated within his body. So just so I know that while he's being buried, while his soul is being put to rest, that he cannot come back through this body. search through any cyberware that's in there. This is going to be a closed casket type of funeral, I'll tell you that. But I will be doing an autopsy right before the funeral, and then right after the funeral, I will be doing some grave digging. Nice. like Frankenstein, but actually 100 times worse. Yeah. A fucking match. It's a strong hit either way. I think the mutants with their mutations secure this, because I gave them copies of all the mutations, so they would have been able to sense, or describe, or catch anything weird with their body, in a psychic or kinetic sense that allows their minds to interface with the different elements. They don't sense anything, and they probably looted a bunch of cool stuff off of themselves, and I'm gonna say that they're ready for action if this funerary service goes wrong in any way. So I can keep using their help because they're very useful. They're very helpful in this situation of putting Big Mac in the ground and confirming his death. And why wouldn't they? They're about to inherit a lot of money. So the mutants that I recruited are honk. The mutants are enthusiastic about putting Big Mac in the ground. This will be a face danger plus shadow, which is +1, and then +4. And I want to have the vampire cannon on the ready. I'll have vampire blaster on the ready. So I'll roll a d4. Okay. That is momentum. I get +1 momentum on a hit when I use the cannon. So that's for like attacks and combat stuff. So it won't be useful here. It's not useful for checks or secure advantages with the cannon. So I won't use it. Let's see. This is magic, so shadow. Plus mutants. Helping me out. Secure advantage first for this last ritual roll, so that I can make sure it's a success or a full hit. Have Girl Right scan the mask. She might be able to communicate, or I want her to access like translation systems on the net, and then scan the just do a Google Translate type thing, but by scanning any markings on the mask that we stole from the library, or recovered that we recovered from the library. It's essentially like museum type shit, where they plunder everything and then like their quote unquote findings are being kept in a museum for of course, you know, educational purposes. We recovered that from a personal museum of a crime syndicate vampire. So the mask we recovered for this guy, so that it can be a proper burial, proper celestial burial. I'm going to scan for that. Let's go advantage. It's 5. And then plus wit, so it's plus 7. Okay. Strong hit. Strong hit for this one means full momentum. Okay. Very useful for these last 2 rolls. Okay. And I get a +1 to this next roll. Shadow, that's +2. Plus mutants, that's +4. This is just to view the funerary ritual. +4. Maybe this could be a +wit. We should make it a +5 instead. This could also be a sojourn move. Could be just a straight up face danger. But it is like straight up trickery. It's not just expertise, it's more trickery than that. I'm gonna say, as we finally rest Big Mac in peace. Rest in peace, Big Mac. Honk honk. Honk if you want Big Mac's spirit to be put to rest. Stop looking at my no, not this one. Stop looking at my playlist. Don't look at these. Don't look at these. I want to look at more Starforged streams, because I don't know too many myself. Restore Forge videos. I watch as many as I can, but I could be watching more always. Remember this. Nova. So it's not, I wouldn't say it's somber, but it's more relaxed. Yeah, this type of charade we've got going on here. You can feel in the air that this is nothing personal, it's just business. Which is fitting for the death of a corporate pillaging scumbag that died in a duel. This is all transactional, which I would say it's not plus heart, it's plus shadow. This is not a sword drawn move again. But you know what? This is the funeral part of it. Maybe some people give speeches. Maybe some people... we can use this as an excuse, I guess, for me and the OCs that are with me in this service to talk about ourselves. And talk about maybe just like what the death of of this type of person means to them. And I was gonna say that he doesn't fucking care because of Exile Y and Z and all his bosses sucked. Because that's what it would have had to be for him to be so apathetic. Just like the continued abuse of corporate work life. So let's say Shadow, Secret Advantage +2. How many people are here? 9? Okay. Nine people showed up. And I'll just rely on those 9 people. Just, I'll rely completely on them. All 9 of the connections that I've made. That's Bash, Barbo, Crash, Flash, Heat, and Metal. That's Helen. So that's 8. So this is a 9. Shadow plus 9 people. Or 8 people. 2. Well, that's still a 10. Okay. I'm gonna say it's just enough for it to be, for the service to be this guy being buried. We are going to do a... we're gonna say it's enough for the funeral service to be considered over. And mask on, Big Mac was allowed to be put to rest. The last stream is the... I don't know if this has ever happened in a game before. It probably has, but this is more Mario, Sonic, Mega Man styled, platformer styled. This is me defeating the final boss, and then the last thing I have to do in the game mechanically is do a funeral for that final boss. Like he's supposed to not come back in another game type situation. This is like something like that happening in a platformer or a fighting game even, or a beat 'em up. I'm just realizing how crazy that is. This will be against the 10. This is a progress roll. One and 9. Okay. There was a small scare for a second, but we can consider Ritual 1 completed. The reason I wanted to do it here is because Soddens, a Sodden type character rather, they operate completely underwater, or I guess if it's a waterfall or something like that, within running water. That's where their influence is. So anywhere that a person could come into contact with water. Of course, the city is surrounded by large bodies of water or rivers and streams. There's a lot of places, even though this is a city, for Big Mac's spirit to follow me. Even though I don't have to be surrounded by like the ocean all the time, there's still places, and there were places. Jeez, there were places for Big Mac to get me. Basically, all there needs to be is like a little bit of water for me to like get my hands on, or for me to be able to step into, for this sudden type spirit of a now deceased Big Mac to get me. So, knowing about that, I wanted Big Mac to be able to see what was going on while his spirit was being put to rest, just to make sure, just to confirm. So, what is right here is a lake that is on our house, the haunted mansion. Large, four stories. That's where I technically live, but I've been sleeping in the junction almost every night for like the past year and a half. But anyways, that's what the rent money goes to. And there's like a little small pond area to the side next to the backyard garden. One of the places that me, Trap, and Lo-Fi hung out in because we were all roommates. Big Mac's Sodden type spirit would have shown up there. And so just to confirm at the end, if he's gone, I would have checked the conditions of the lake to see if there was any sign of him showing up underwater. Underwater of this pond. And this ritual being completed means that there's no sign of him left. His soul is put to rest. I don't know if it's completely gone or not. We'll only be able to tell in time. But a successful funeral. On to the next ritual. First, we need to dig up the body, then we need to move it. Then it'll be face danger. Plus wit this time. I like to gather information first. By grave digging, I want to investigate the body and the condition of it. Gather. So it's +2. Scavenge, so +3. +7, because mutants are going to be helping out with this. Oh yeah, I forgot about the 2 refugees helping me. They don't have to say anything. That's fine. They don't have to say anything. But they came along with Bash and Barbo. I remember that. So yeah, that wasn't a 7 or 8. That was like a 9 or 10. That's fine. Yeah, it helps either way. Maybe that was 2 of them minus 2 of the connections I made. Maybe these are just 2 new connections. Sorry, I got a text. We can move on to Ritual 2. I'll be digging up with mutants' help. And I won't gather information on this. I'll take this on. I'll take this on faith. Okay. Okay. That means it's a strong hit. The body is ready for ritual-based reincarnation. So we've got a celestial / demonic magic body here. Recently deceased within the week. That is ready for reincarnation. I'm going to say that the celestial or demonic aspect of it is what is able to be reincarnated. Not sure what the mix of the 2 will do. It's an experiment, but an experiment that has to work, or the worst possible case would mean that a new type of monster is created that we really don't want. But I'm ready to roll those dice. We've gone this far. I guess I will have the mutants stay with me. The others don't have to stay for this. Maybe Helen shows up. Maybe with another match, another good match. That could happen. But we are able to dig up the body, have it ready to be moved. Then we need to move the body and have it ready to be reincarnated. So we have to move the body to the basement. This will be a set of course. So +5. Plus the mutant's help, so that's +9. +9. Okay. So that's whoops. I mean, strong hit no matter what. What does a strong hit say? whoops. That was an accident. +1 momentum. Momentum's already full. And I will spend it if I have to. But this will be a face danger plus wit. Plus the help of the 4 mutants I've gotten help from. It's +6. Face danger. Let's get the reincarnation started. So the freshly sprouted kaiju is gonna be in like a small like embryo almost type of state, but it will be it'll be a large embryo, and it will need to be contained in like a large incubator or something. Easily able to move. The mutants will have to do whatever they need to do. I'm giving them full powers. They're allowed to wreck anything. All bets are off with these next 2 rolls. It'll be 2 6s. This first one will be a +6. A success will mean this next one is a full 10 because it's another progress roll for another ritual. Okay. That's once again. Okay. That is an 11. That's a strong hit. Okay. We've got the first part done. Full momentum already. This will be against the 10. Okay. The second ritual is finished. Gotta refresh this, but I need to have this on here. Ritual, okay. So in sort of a dark basement, but it is where Trap had to stitch me up a bunch of times for a bunch of cool adventures. There's like health supply stuff here. This is a place we would plan missions and figure out tech type stuff and stitch one of us back up if we got hurt. This was mostly Trap's area, but it was also kind of like our. This is like one of my favorite areas in the house. Just the place where we would start to this was just like the main menu or the starting place of like Ironsworn games previously and adventures previously. Just a main hub. And a lot of stuff is changing right now, but it's like changing in a new way, an interesting way. This is where the ritual happens. So that's 5 of us. We defeated Big Mac, and we are reincarnating the body. And so I follow all the steps of what I need to do, all the advice Trap gave me and the resources Trap left me. And with the resolve through all of this, and the sense to keep reaching out, and helping people, and caring about people, that Lo-Fi gave me, with all of that together, yeah, the ritual is complete. This, a new kaiju is, a new type of living thing is created, through this rebirth, and it's sort of like a beacon of like sort of better things to come, throughout everything, throughout all the types of obstacles that and the systems at play that create that are born out of a dystopian capitalist imperialist system. I was able to bring a few people together, like Max 4, to create something new and bright that doesn't need them, that like doesn't need any of them at all. Something born purely out of community and creativity, and acceptance, and just love and science fiction. But yeah, I'm gonna say that the embryo for Dulcie is there. It is being incubated in this sort of tube here. So it's completely changed. Completely new NPC has just been brought into existence. That is all the progress we need for this mission. We can try to go out and see if there's any more changes or anything we need to do. But it is complete. Fulfill advantage. Fulfill your vow, sorry. We secured all the advantages. You reach the end of your quest. Roll the challenge die and compare it to your progress. That is a full 10 progress, because you completed everything. So this is against a 10. Okay. I am sharing this moment. There's no danger here. This place feels safe. The moment, it's all a game here, but I feel like I've accomplished something real. The fact that I'm so fucked up and like I'm like both high and drunk, and I completed the mission completely, and it's like a whole personal thing. Like, yeah, that all stuff is gonna make me break a little. This is the first like big step towards what the intro is, I think. This game was about giving myself a bit more hope. Yeah, the first step to swear an iron vow to jumpstart the decline of the oppressive capitalist system and find community in a class-free sanctuary. That sanctuary I want to call the third place, and I want to build the third place around this kaiju. I'm gonna help her. I'm gonna help train her. I'm gonna keep her in a safe place and help her evolve. She will be essentially a new companion, and I can show what that asset card will be. Just at the beginning. Yeah, assets. So this is a new companion, like Girl Riot, who's been helping me this whole time. So I'll have a new one of those, helping me through everything. Pass. So Dulcie will be a young Vern type. So start out with the insatiable. Your Vern won't devour you for now. So with a bit of learning, and vigilance, and a bit of care, two things I learned from Trap and Lo-Fi, I'll be able to train and evolve and bring this and help nurture and hopefully care for this young little Dulcie, and she'll evolve into this huge kaiju that has all the mutations that I collected and all the bonuses. That's heart bonus, that's edge bonus, that's shadow bonus, that's a +1 to all those things when it goes all to full. When she reaches her full evolution. But even though they're not here, and they're not gone, but they're just like, it's just me right now. I kind of have the strength and resolve to not only be by myself, but to like also reach out to people and help other people. So yeah. With that, that's a solid roll. It's, the stream is really not the end of something, but the start of like something new and hopeful in the midst of like a complete shit show of a world. Yeah, it's cool. I got a lot of cool ideas. Let me go through the art. The sketches that I've drawn. Really cool that Bash was here. She sort of comes off as like a common criminal, but it's nice to know that she came for this and that she cared enough about the interactions that she had with me and Trap and Barbo, and Heat Mutant even, because all four of us were in that room the day that we all first knew each other. It's nice to know that she cared to show up. This was a really good session. Holy shit. What's happening with Synth kind of sucks. And I will need to be careful about the fact that Crash was able to bring together, that they were so willing to come together. Some of them, of course not merge in Mug, because they're dating. But the fact that Synth was able to work with Riz and Mug, I'm not surprised that they're working together. They have a type of crazy that match each other, but Synth being able to work with both of them, and to an extent merge, is really concerning. It's really bad, and I've been contemplating about that throughout since last Friday when I first realized that, or last Friday when the fight, or last Saturday when the fight happened. Yeah, it's been interesting. I'm thinking about how on Tuesday, when the boss battle stream happened, that was the day that 10 years of Jade Animations making videos. So Jade Animations was one of my top favorite YouTubers since high school, and that was the first time I had the idea of like, the first time I asked myself was like, do I want to get into YouTube? The first time I asked myself that was watching Storytime Animation YouTube. So that was all in high school when I first got into watching the Odd Ones Out and Domix and Jade Animations, and so I feel old now, and so they're not that much older than me, which is crazy. I think Domix is in maybe 30s, late 20s, early 30s, early to mid 30s by now. James maybe in that space too. I know Jaden's in her late 20s. I'm in my early to mid 20s. I'm 23 now as of May. I'm in my early to mid 20s, and I'm like, damn, what was I doing when I was 16? Because Jaden was 16 10 years ago. So thinking about like, just like, oh my god, I wasn't doing shit when I was 16. I was not making fan art for YouTubers and they were considering me for animation. I didn't start myself on that whole, thing. I was not having like a semi-successful YouTube career, and having mutuals that were also doing YouTube videos, and us starting a community together. By the time that I was starting to blow up, I don't know if that was not happening when I was 18. 18 was when the brainworms were setting in that started to create. I was 18 when I first started Jazz Baxter. Robo Rat stuff on Instagram. So I was 18 when I was doing that, and it was fun to just mess around with that. But I didn't. I mean, I had it. There was a community that I should start talking to a bit more and start reaching out to them more. Seeing like, hey, you're gonna play Marvel Rivals? I'm talking about. I used to make Overwatch videos. That's what Jazz Baxter first was Overwatch video edits. And I'd love to stream Marvel Rivals when that comes out. And maybe I can ask Elle and Domino if they want to do that with me. It was a small community of just like the three of us hanging out together, and playing Overwatch together. So yeah, if they wanted to do that, then I'd be totally open to it. Me and my old 18-year-old community from back then. But it's been since around when I was turning 19. Since then, I've been on this journey drawing Sonic's body on Mega Man's head, and it was just like a fun little thing, and it's kind of latched on since I learned so much and I've become a lot more radicalized, and every day I just become more and more far left, quote unquote, on the political spectrum. I've wanted to make art that is just like vent art about everything, and so the Instagram that I have and the YouTube that I have and the art that I make that pertains to it has just all been vent art, and it's just all been stuff to like help me process and give me a bit more hope. And I hope it is able, it's strong enough of an idea to create a community around, and reach out to people, and just like people that want to look at cyberpunk zines and zines about like staying safe if you're in a marginalized group, how to organize, how to volunteer, how to join groups that are trustworthy, and not just like stuff like socialist totalitarian groups, because the totalitarianism negates the socialism in a totalitarian socialist group, and there are those in America, and there are those in America as well as states abroad. But yeah, I wanted this to reach the right people, and the fact that this stream went so well and it was such a good end to everything, it was just something to close everything together, really helped solidify that I might have something here, that this might be a good story. Like I said, I want to stream more. I want to stream more Lethal Company. I want to stream some Marvel Rivals when it comes out. I'm not the most avid gamer in the world. Something sacrilege for an online streamer to say. I guess I'm into more of like drawing tabletop performance art than anything. But yeah, this was a cool stream. Actually, I can take it to the stream tab. There we go. This was awesome. This was an awesome end to an awesome campaign. I am surprised. There was a lot of things that could go wrong, and just none of it went wrong. And I really broke down when I had to speak into the microphone, this is a safe space. I really broke down when I had to admit that. But I had to I really had to convince myself, could I build a safe online space? And that's something I struggle a lot with. I don't want to monetize too much of this stuff. I don't want to put ads too much anywhere. I don't want to make money off this. I want this to be just a hobby, to just build up my spirits a little bit, or keep me engaged with something long term, something to keep me waking up in the morning. Yeah, I want to do more streams like this. Probably won't be as frequent as this first batch. They'll probably be more like long-term or multi-hour one-shots that I can do, like probably every once in a while, like a couple, like maybe at most 4 every season. So spring, winter, that'll be like at max 16 every year. And then I can make a highlight video of those, and that could be a fun thing. Who knows? I'll plan it out. I got me a big creative brain. Yeah, I'm an ideas guy. I can figure it out. But I'm hopeful that this was uplifting in spirits to not only me, but also like anyone out there that's like really needing something to get through the fog of like all the bullshit that we're in. Just like having a bit of, maybe just like a bit of a power fantasy of like, at least there is a power fantasy that we can beat all these imperialist, late stage capitalists, like oppressive in every way to everything except themselves type of systems. Yeah. There will be more characters. Of course, I'll have to space them out so that there's not too many at once, because of course, quality over quantity, I always say. That plus, you know, I want to focus on the theater of mind nature of these tabletop streams a bit more. I feel like I've learned a lot from this summer of doing all tabletop streams. This was it was like a very cool exercise, nice exercise in the game, as one infamous person would say. But yeah, it was really cool. It was really nice. It's really exciting. I hope I get the character aspect of playing these games more than the action aspect. That is what I prioritize more. I feel like doing action scenes comes pretty natural to me. But I feel like I want to excite people do not take this out of context, but in a more intimate way, in a more empathetic way. Don't want to be too focused on the spectacle that is uprooting an empire, and more on the person-to-person human nature of it. Even though, of course, as you can see here, as a PNG tuber, I am a cyber rat, and I am, of course, not human. but yeah, to give this story, since it's going to be, I want to do this for years. I think I want to do this well until I'm 33 at least. So here's the 10 years. 10 more years, Morty. 10 more years of multi-genre gaming adventures, BAXTERRATIC. But yeah, this is the start of it, and it's a good start. I've got Dulcie. I've got a couple cool friends on call. You know, there's people that I'm starting to consider are trusted loved ones of mine, and I'm reaching out. And it's been really cool. It's been giving me, this solidifies that I have a bit more hope, even though whatever happens in November happens in November. Whatever happens in 2025 happens in 2025. I have a bit more hope right now that it'll work out. So yeah, with that, thank you for listening. Thank you for watching. Editor, put that whole spiel in at the end, or you're fired. It's me, I'm the editor. But yeah, thank you for watching. I hope you enjoyed. Like button, comment button, subscribe bell, all the things. And until next time, thank you for watching. Goodbye. Bye.